Tonight you have heard in depth about how our lives have changed over the 636 days since the passage of this unconstitutional law. Since its passage, we have all steadily and loudly protested it. If one good thing has come from this atrocity of a law, is it has awoken us and brought us together. Despite the fact that the media downplays our efforts, we are united and we are strong. Our greatest fears are coming true. Good, honest, hardworking, law-abiding New Yorkers, just like you and I, are becoming criminals. Yeah, the governor of the state, whose job it is to unite and work for all New Yorkers, came out and said that extremists like us have no place in New York State. 3 weeks from tomorrow, Tuesday, November 4th, will be the most important election of our lives. It is our opportunity to end the tyranny that has taken over our state and begin to restore our constitutional freedom. Some doubt that we can win, believing that we are controlled and outnumbered by New York City. Many of us have worked hard and shared the message with friends and family that with 6 million gun owners of New York, we can win this election if we all register and vote. But for those who still aren't convinced that we can win, it is understandable. The media has done an excellent job of promoting apathy for years. We are regularly shown poll after poll stating that the tyrants in charge will stay in charge. Don't fall for it. How many in this room have ever been contacted by Siena or Quinnipiac to respond to a poll? A few of them? I haven't. Bless you. You're lucky. Polls are not always the crystal ball that they are made out to be. Take gubernatorial candidate Rob Astorino. He has won the Westchester County executive seat twice, despite never being ahead in a poll. Of the 1 million people in Westchester County, just 24% are registered Republicans, with a whopping 49% registered Democrats. The first time he ran, he won by 14 points, and the second time by 13 points. So when you see the latest poll announced on the news, try doing what I do. Just shake your head, close your eyes, and smile. All the while picturing Andrew Cuomo's face on November 4th when he finds out that he's lost his job. This is how we're going to do it. We are all going to vote. We are going to make sure that our family, friends, and neighbors all show up to vote. Remember that there are more than 6 million gun owners alone in New York State. In New York City, only 58% of the population, or 4.8 million people, are even eligible to cast a vote. And if you look at the averages of the last 3 gubernatorial elections, less than 1.4 million votes were cast in New York City. 1.4 million. There's 6 million of us. So how do we end up in the situation we find ourselves in with Governor Cuomo? It's simple. Apathy. Only 20% of gun owners have been voting. We believed them when they said that our votes didn't matter. But if all gun owners, just the gun owners, actively voted, we would make up over 61% of all votes cast. We know better now. We must stand together and fight for our freedom. We must not only vote for ourselves, but for our children and our grandchildren. The other reason we must vote is, and we addressed this earlier this evening, and I'd like to address it again. If all veterans would please raise their hand. It is to honor these great men and women who selflessly gave to ensure our freedom. This past March, 89-year-old Battle of the Bulge veteran John Foy spoke here at a SCOPE meeting about his experience serving during the war. He was an infantry machine gunner, and he saw the concentration camps, and when recalling the image, with tears in his eyes said that he had seen what the loss of freedom looked like. The reality is that our freedom is at stake. We must take our state back, and it starts November 4th at the polls. Thank you.